Here's the painful truth. Most dreams never come true. And it isn't because people aren't working hard. It's not because they're not worthy or they're not good. It's the simple reality that the things that you're dreaming about are hard as hell to accomplish. So if you want to accomplish them, let me tell you one thing right now. You cannot ever be passive. And most people, that's the posture that they're in all the time. People are going to tell you terrible advice, like be patient. But the reality is you can't be patient, not if you want to achieve at the highest level. And if patience is your thing, if you want to chill, if you want to relax, that is absolutely fine. There's no moral obligation to aim high. There's no moral obligation to want to be one of the greatest in the world. But let me tell you right now, if you want to be one of the greatest of all time, the reality is you're fighting an uphill battle. The reality is you're going to have to go so hard to make that a reality that other people simply cannot imagine working that hard for anything in their life. That's the simple truth. And once you realize that the people that achieve at the highest level, they have one thing in common. They put so much energy into what they're trying to accomplish that other people simply fall by the wayside. People simply can't imagine trying to keep up with that. And so what they say is that person's extraordinary. What they say is that person is naturally talented. What they tell themselves is that person has something that they don't have, because what they don't want to do is face the hard truth that the dreams that they have aren't coming true simply because they're not making the right decisions. They're not pushing themselves to learn. Once you embrace that you're hopelessly average, that's where we all start. That's the beauty of it. The greatest piece of news that I could give you is that you are hopelessly average. That was where you started. But it doesn't have to be where you stay. You can become anything you want to be, but you've got to put in that inhuman amount of work to improve. But if you focus on that, if you focus on improving, then your dreams really can become a reality. But it has to be this aggressive posture. It has to be waking up every day and asking yourself one simple question. How do I get better today than I was yesterday? If you're myopically focused on that, if that is the driving thing in your life, that you don't worry about whether or not you're good or great or talented, you just worry about, am I getting better today than I was yesterday? Am I putting in that kind of energy? Am I working hard enough to get better? Am I working hard enough to outperform other people? Am I willing to hold myself to this incredibly high standard? If you're willing to do that and be real with yourself about whether or not you're making progress, then your dreams really can come true. And that's what I want for people. I want people to know that. I want people to believe it to the core of their being. You can do anything you set your mind to. And if you need encouragement, let this be that encouragement. You can do it. I don't care how average you are in the beginning. Who do you want to become? And what price are you willing to pay to get there? And when the answer to that question is, I want to be the best, and I'm willing to pay an extraordinary price to get there, then, and only then, you will get there.